are joining forces. The GOAT conversation. The one championship guy. It was saying that so this city long and the fighters wouldn't join it. Important as well as that trash talkers like some who dominate headlines in Western MMA or what? That's a fucking lie. By the way, I mean we're live, but the music's playing in the background, so just letting you know.
I can't believe that they grouped together Colby with Connor. No, have it.
Why are you hating, bro? Why are you hating? You're such a hater. Oh my god. I don't even know what to do with you anymore. Anyway, we're live. We're live. I'm sure you guys probably heard a little bit of that conversation. I don't even know where that news came from or what was going on, but Mike is hating on fucking Conor McGregor and on Colby Covington. Two of the goats. Anywho, man, tons to fucking talk about. Number one, get this out of the way. We were gone for a week. I think we pushed back the episode, 3 times, and then it ended up being Saturday. We're like, well, looks like we're recording next Sunday. And then that came to today. It came to be today. But yeah, we're back. We're back again. We're doing the damn thing. 2 UFC shows in one goddamn weekend. I thought there were some pretty good fights all around. I wasn't too bummed out with anything. I mean, there was a lot of fucking coverage. A lot. I mean, there was a lot of shit to watch. But I thought there was a lot of good fights that came out of everything. What'd you think about both of the shows overall?
Yeah, I like both the shows. Anytime the Ultimate Fighter finale can, sometimes not. So
more often than not, it sucks dick.
But it's not nearly as good as when the coaches fight. Yeah, which is the best. I think was
I don't think I've seen that in
I think
they
did Eddie Alvarez and
was that what it was?
I think that was the last good one like that.
Yeah, maybe. I'm not exactly sure. I couldn't even remember. If you quit, first of all, we were talking about this earlier. I didn't even know we were all the way up to season 28. Season fucking 28. We're almost at 30. That's fucking insane.
I think it's been about 2 a year.
Tell me, I want you to tell me 15 champions. 15 tough champs.
Okay.
Go.
You got with the first one, you got 4. Diego won that one too. So that's 2.
Okay, let me rephrase this. 1 per season. You cannot choose 2 from the season. Let's go. Come on. Oh yeah.
Okay, then Roy Nelson.
Got a lot fucking harder, huh?
Roy Nelson.
Okay, so I got Roy Nelson, Forrest.
CV won, or no, he didn't win. Taylor lost to. If I sat down and we had time for this, I think I can easily bang out 15,
oh man,
no doubt,
dude. It's pretty rough. I mean, listen, there's been some good stuff.
There's a lot of big names that all you'd have to do is get the big names.
Listen,
Ryan Bader. There's another
one.
Good ones. Ryan Bader.
I'll say that there's been some decent guys that have come out of the show, but man, 30 seasons pretty much. That is fucking rough, dude. That is a lot of fucking Ultimate Fighter. And
Juliana Pena.
A lot of it's fucking very forgetful. I know you watch the show.
Yeah.
You watch it.
I can get 15.
Do you watch every episode? Like for every season?
That's what I told you. Like what I don't understand about people complaining about the show is that the way I see it, the show takes up at the very most 10 minutes of my time. Because the show is a lot of times either a 2-round fight or a 3-round fight. So it's either 10 minutes.
So you only watch the fights?
Well, you can do that. People think like it's like
hey man,
1835.
Don't fucking attack me. I'm just asking the questions that need to be asked. All right.
really fucking simple to use a remote. It's really fucking simple to watch the previews. It's really fucking simple to know what's going on.
It's fucking higher than thou. Fucking.
So like you can watch the full hour. You can watch them train. You can watch them go from to and from the house to the
But
gym.
then you're just watching. Then what's the difference between watching the Ultimate Fighter and watching that show and watching King of the Cage, fucking Wet and Wild?
It's all up to you. That's what I'm saying. Like, if you like the contestants and you want to learn their story, then you can watch it. If you don't, you can just watch the fights, which are a lot of times pretty decent. After so there was a streak of the fights being fucking terrible because the people all they want to do is advance to the next bracket, next to the next bracket to get to the end. Yeah. And then Dana White put in the whole the money thing that if you knock somebody out or if you get you got like a Harley Davidson some years. Like,
you got a motorcycle.
Yeah, so they'd offer motorcycles, they offer money. And
Side note, did you know that Carla Esparza sold her motorcycle when she was in between fights because she couldn't afford to fucking just do shit?
Yeah.
And second side note, can you imagine Carla Esparza riding a double bagger, like one of those gigantic, fucking probably the best images I can ever imagine ever. But yes, I don't know, man. Listen, the Ultimate Fighter is what the Ultimate Fighter is. Like, I tried watching this season just passed, and I saw a couple episodes, and like I kind of want to get into it, but I just can't commit to watch. Like, I just can't.
Can't commit 10 minutes, I know.
I can't. I don't know. Maybe it's like, I don't know.
But do you at least understand what I'm saying?
I get what you're saying. I get it, but it's just rough, man. It's just rough, and I feel like a lot of times, especially with like this seasons like this is a perfect example, right? The women's side of the bracket got 0-1, 1-1, 2-1, 3-0. Like, that's hard to watch. Like, it's hard to watch. At least, and again, I'm not just hating on women's MMA. I have no problem with women's MMA. At the high level, no issue at all. But dude, it's rough at the lower levels. It's so rough. And then with the men, I mean, nothing against heavyweights, but fuck, dude. A lot of the guys in the heavyweight roster too. 2-0, 3-0, 4-1, some shit like that. So it was a lot of green guys. Like, I don't mind it. For me, optimal Ultimate Fighter would be like 55, 70 pound division. Because you got guys that are like been around 10 fights, 12 fights, 20 fights, something like that. And you get some like decent talent in there with good fights. But when it's seasons like this, like, it hurt, man. It hurt. Like, as soon as the big guy with the fucking cross eyes was knitting, and they were making making an emphasis to show him knitting, I was like, I don't think this season is for me. I just don't think the season is for me. I don't know.
He was
pretty good, wasn't he? Didn't he win a couple fights?
He won on the event on Friday, actually. Like he got to the semifinals, lost. So then he fought at the finale, and then he won.
Ah.
So basically, if you want to look at it, he got third place.
He got third place.
Yeah.
Is there such a fucking thing? I mean,
well, if it's a fucking bracket, you can figure out who's first, second, and third.
I got someone jumping in on the chat. The best season I liked was Rampage. Was the one with the Rampage. I think that was him and Rashad Evans. Who was on that? You know, the only thing I remember about Rampage and the Ultimate Fighter was him making fun of that Mexican guy and calling him titties the entire time. Literally the only thing I remember about that. The only memorable part. Anyway, whatever. It is what it is. Let's go on to the show. Let's talk about the actual event itself. There were some pretty good fights, I thought. There were some pretty decent fights. I had a couple matches that I was interested in. Joseph Benavidez versus Alex Perez. That's a pretty good fucking matchup. Ended up delivering as well, right? I didn't watch this one, but Tim Means and Ricky Rainey. Tim Means ends up winning via TKO in a minute. And then obviously we've got one of the best submissions of the entire fucking year coming from a UFC newcomer, Roosevelt Roberts. God damn. Can we fucking talk about that submission? First of all, he looked pretty good in the fight in general. Like his. Like the way he was fighting, the way he was managing his distance, he was fighting very long, using the jab, the straight right, and he was landing, I think, at will. You could even say against Darrell Horcher, who's been around for a while, a reinvigorated Darrell Horcher, and he just fucking walloped his ass.
Do not adjust your screens. The
Yeah, if you're watching
the orientation is correct.
if you're watching the live stream, there's I've got an image up of Roberts just holding Horcher up like in the air on the cage, and his body is parallel with the ground.
You gotta think like what's preventing his body from
Power.
Well, no, what's preventing his body
Fucking
from
power
going back down to the regular position? It's all the pressure on his. That's the only thing. There's a little bit of friction from the cage.
I'm surprised he didn't fucking break his neck.
It's the neck. What else is holding him up besides the neck and a little bit of friction from the cage?
Nothing. Dude, it was brutal. First of all, like I didn't watch the prelims live, right? So I saw the entire main card live, and then I went back and watched the prelims. I recorded them. Mike had told me, "Hey, dude, you have to go back and check out the prelims." I'm like, "All right, cool. Yeah, check out the Guillotine by Roberts and Daryl Horcher." I was like, for me, when he said that, I was thinking to myself, okay, probably a pretty sweet jiu-jitsu transition. I could not have imagined. And if you would have told me that happened, I couldn't have even pictured, like, no chance. No, it was fucking super impressive. Did he get $50K for that? I'm hoping he did, dude. Like, that was definitely.
I know Usman got a performance of the night, and
yeah, Usman did get. And we'll get to Usman in a little bit, but man, Roberts looked good from start to finish, and Daryl Horcher, although he's no superstar per se, he's been around for a while, and I think that's a pretty fucking good win. Like, it's a really good win. You got to remember, this guy's got like 20-some fights, and Roosevelt Roberts' no Wikipedia page, I think it's like 8-0 now. Pretty good. If we go up the fights, like I said, Joseph Benavidez came back and he fought Alex Perez. I thought that was a good fight, and again, you told me another random fact about that fight, and I did not believe you. You said you got 2 knockouts in one fight, and that's exactly what fucking happened. What were you? First of all, Joe B looked good, and I think he was in control of the entire fight. I think we can both say that he looked really good. I don't know what happened in his last fight, but he looked like the old Joe B in this fight. He knocks down his opponent, and then he starts going for a finish. Is it Yves Levine or was it another ref?
Yves.
Was it Yves? Yves is usually pretty good, which is kind of crazy. But Yves goes in, touches both of them. Joey B stops, and then they start fighting again.
Well, like he went and he touched both of them, and he's like, "Oh, I feel life in both of these guys." Like, both of these guys are not like.
There's some movement going on.
There's some movement going on.
Did you think it was a? Did you think it was as egregious as Jimmy Smith was saying it was? I mean, it could have gone really bad.
You can do. It was pretty much what Jimmy Smith was saying. You can do what he did, just don't put your hands on him, because then that's almost like a universal signal for the fight over.
Fighting. Yeah.
Like you can get like real close, like get your hands almost there, but once you touch him, it's kind of the universal signal.
Yeah, and the crazy part is like he gets touched. Joey B or Joseph Benavidez immediately stops fighting, stands up, tries to walk away. Alex Perez is holding on that single leg. Joseph Benavidez turns and looks. He does one of these. Like he turns over, looks at the ref, and he looks at fucking Alex Perez like, "Oh, I'm supposed to fight this guy still." Okay. I thought honestly while I was watching it, I mean I already knew what the outcome was, but while I was watching, I was like, "Oh fuck!" I mean, what if he regained his composure and took him down and got on top and just beat the shit out of him? How fucking terrible of a loss would that be? Automatically appealed and denied immediately, but still. Crazy shit. Good fight. Good fight. Now he made this interesting call. I said he wants to win over TJ or Henry Cejudo. He's currently got a win over Henry Cejudo, but the flyweight division is apparently going away completely. Yeah. It's still up in the air, but we all really know it's been on the plans for
another
quite some
thing
time.
Though. I mean, unfortunately, saying this is and Joey B.
Mm-hmm.
He's fucking tiny.
Oh,
he's like small for the 125 division.
I feel like he fits like right in the middle ground of the 125s, but he's got that tiny torso and really big ass fucking head and his short arms.
He's got little tiny arms.
Dude, he's literally a mini Lobov. That is terrible. That is terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I will say this though, he did fight at 135, and even I want to say he challenged for the belt at 135 against Dominic Cruz. And then he went down. But before that, he was doing pretty darn good. So I don't think he's going to fail. I don't think he's going to win the belt.
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't disbelieve him doing well, but like there's so much good talent at 135. Yeah. He's not going to be at the
135 is pretty stacked.
Yeah.
Pretty darn stacked. Alex Perez, he was coming in hot. He was coming in as a favorite. Ended up losing. A little bit of a bummer, but he's young. And I think that's only his 4th fight in the UFC, so I'm sure there's going to be plenty of ground for him to go up and make. Kevin Aguilar versus Rick Glenn. I did see that one. Man, Kevin Aguilar put a fucking beating on Rick Glenn in the 3rd round. Rick Glenn's pretty fucking tough. He's also from Team Alpha Male, but he got it was bad. I thought they were going to stop it. I've never seen Kevin Aguilar fight. I want to say this was his debut as well.
Yeah, no, another Kevin Aguilar, and then Kevin Aguilar was on Dana White.
Oh, he was another Contender Series guy, dude.
He looked good too.
Man,
like it's what's crazy is that there's these guys that fight at Dana White fights, and then they come on. Against
Rick Glenn's tough. Rick Glenn has been around for a while.
I think Kevin Aguilar was the favorite.
That's
in that fight too.
That's insane, man. That is crazy.
We'll talk about it later. Sadiq was the -600 favorite.
Yeah.
And he just came up off the street. So.
Yeah, just ran over his opposition. Let's go up through the rest of the card. Antonia Shevchenko made her debut. That is Valentina Shevchenko's sister against Ji Yeon Kim. Ji Yeon Kim, I mean, like, I don't even want to talk about the fight. It was kind of whatever. But what I do want to talk about is Ji Yeon Kim not giving a fuck and coming in over 5 fucking pounds. Literally. No, I'm not going to fucking make the weight. 5 pounds over. Loses the fight in a lackluster decision. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if she got cut. It just wouldn't surprise me at all. Then from there, we've got Edmund Shazabazian. I can't even say it. Shabazian? Yeah. Why is it more difficult than it should be? Anyway, he's an Edmund guy. Edmund is an Edmund guy.
Is he?
Yeah. Yeah, you didn't see him lurking in the background?
I didn't hear head movement.
Dude,
I did not hear head movement, yo.
I'll tell you this. I did see that hat awfully low, covering a whole lot of the fucking face. Dude, I want to say that he was trying to be as low profile as possible during that fight, but he's definitely an Edmund guy, and he's pretty good. That guy was also in the Contender Series. He's a good boxer. He's got power, quick hands apparently, but grappled the entire time, and he looked pretty good. He got clipped a couple of times. I think he got rocked, but he looked good. It was a pretty good performance. Maybe the next Ronda Rousey? Maybe? No? Okay, maybe not. Let's get on.
On to the next one, or
we could do the next one. Tell me why Brian Caraway came out brawling like a motherfucker,
dude.
Like
he gave him no fucks.
No. He like I don't even know if he touched gloves or not. He just went out and fucking threw. It was like, why?
Like he fought like Sergio Moraes.
Yeah, I just don't.
Like, you know what I'm talking about? The guy Sergio Moraes, who
just
kind of goes out
just
there
fucking
swings.
throw
super
wide hooks and just throwing. Yeah, I just don't understand. I mean,
he was getting pieced up. He's like, "Yeah, I'm using the style still. I'm just gonna go out there swinging."
What do you think it was because he was scared of Pedro Munoz's ground game? Like, Pedro Munoz is a pretty good grappler, but Brian Caraway's pretty fucking good too.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, he did go for a takedown.
Yeah, after he got pieced up the entire fucking first round, all 3 minutes of it before he got fucking TKO'd. Dude, it was weird that losing Misha Tate just fucked with Brian Caraway. Like, he's never gonna be the same. Misha Tate left, and then what happened to Brian Caraway? What happened to the good old fish hooking, eye gouging, fence grabbing Brian Caraway that we grew to know and love? He's gone. Misha Tate's gone. Now he's got nothing, man. I don't know. Pedro Munoz looked good. Pedro Munoz came in at number 10 or 7 or something like that. What? Right?
Yeah, around there.
He was top 10 for sure. And Brian Caraway came in at like just 14, outside. 14?
Like 11, 14.
Yeah, he was just outside. So it's a good win for Pedro Munoz. Pedro Munoz has been good. And he actually lost to Alex Perez, didn't he? I want to say he lost to Alex Perez. Let's take a look. Let's take a look at Pedro Munoz's record. Nope, totally made that up. Totally pulled that out of my ass.
Who's the last person he lost to?
It was down there. Let's take a look. I think it said John Dodson. Is that what it said? Yeah, the last loss was John Dodson. But dude, he's on a roll. Look, let's take a look at this record. Loses to Jimmy Rivera in a split decision, and Jimmy Rivera knocks people out a lot of the time. Rosadone, Justin Scoggins, Damian Stasiak, Rob Font. That's a good win. John Dodson lost. Brett Johns win. Brian Caraway. That's a pretty solid record. It's not spectacular with a lot of superstars on there, but there's a lot of quality wins. There's tons that you could do with Pedro Munoz. He's pretty young too. Former RFA bantamweight champion. I think he's 25? No, 32. Clock is ticking. When you're a lower weight, I feel like you're done. Like at 35. When's the last high level little guy that you saw? Still competing. That's still competitive out there.
That's old.
Yeah. I don't know. That's 1,000. Maybe Frankie Edgar. The year of the shot. I don't know.
No, he seems old. Ronnie Yaya seems old.
I think it's the hair. His hair's thin. That's what it is. But Yaya's been around for a long time. I don't know. Pedro Munoz look good. To be honest, I don't really want to talk about the
34.
Huh?
He's 34.
34. Okay.
It's not like super old, yeah.
I think Frankie Edgar's probably like 36, isn't he? Moving on. I don't really want to talk about the women's featherweight or the heavyweight fight. I mean, do you want to touch on that? I mean, you saw the show.
I saw the show.
Yes.
We'll stepping back a little bit. There. Yes, there's like 1-1 guys and 0-1. Like, yes, but you get to see things that like that are interesting. Like there's a Batista on the prelims for what would be called the number 3 fight, the 3 versus 4, to determine who's third place. Miguel Batista fought the cross-eyed guy that knits. Maurice
the
Green.
Cross-eyed guy that
you're the one that said that. He had cross-eyed.
Well, it's fucking true.
Yeah.
Dude, he's not cross-eyed. What is the opposite of cross-eyed when they're looking in the...
Yeah.
Cross-eyed's this way. He's not cross-eyed. He's definitely looking left and right at the same time. He's got to look like this when he's looking at you. That's bad. Anyway, continue.
So Miguel Batista is a former Olympic wrestler. And he's actually like a heavyweight size. Like when you see DC for the first time, you're like, that dude's not a heavyweight. Pudgy middleweight. Where this dude's an actual heavyweight.
Just thick.
So you get to see like what...
He didn't just lose. He looked bad.
Yeah.
He looked bad.
Yeah.
The one fight I saw him in the show, he looked okay. I think he just took down his guy on the ground and pounded him out. But he looked bad in his fight against Maurice. I will say this. All this shit I am talking about, the Ultimate Fighter and whatnot, these two divisions that were held are desperately needed.
Well, these are like the worst divisions in all of MMA. So
yeah, heavyweight, women's featherweight, they desperately need people to fill in to go ahead and line them up to go ahead and get slaughtered by whoever. But out of the two, heavyweight looked better. Maurice Green.
Yeah, but no,
he's not
I'm
bad.
just saying, like, those guys are there, but for the championship fight, Juan Espino, I do like him a lot.
El Guapo.
What's that?
El Guapo, his nickname.
Is it El Guapo?
That's his nickname.
Okay, yeah.
The handsome one.
Yeah. He's not a bad looking dude. Like his body, he's definitely he's like 40 and he's definitely got major dad bod.
For sure got dad bod and a half. For sure.
But he's a good size heavyweight.
It's a Spanish accent in the hair. It just fucking flails it around. He wasn't bad. He didn't look terrible either. The guy I was going against from Alabama, man, out of shape, just pudgy, just.
Yeah. But he's kind of quick.
Roy Nelson 2.0 minus the fucking takedown
defense.
defense.
Like a quick Nelson.
It looked. I mean, I don't know. I don't want to talk too much shit, but I just wasn't really interested all that much in those fights. I just wanted it to be finished, like those fights, so I can get to Kamaru Usman and Rafael dos Anjos. Like that fight, I was looking forward to that. Man. I talk shit on the guys that you like a lot all the time, pretty much. Like it's just my thing. But Kamaru Usman, man, that guy he's terrifying. He is a scary individual, and when he went up against RDA, he looked good. Like. It was a solid performance.
I think though, step back and
ooh, you're stepping back on your guy?
Well, no, like the Usman hype train's still going. I've jumped off a little bit because like after he knocked out Sergio Moraes, I'm like, oh, he's gonna be starching fools.
Yeah,
he hasn't been. He's a little bit boring.
What
I'm gonna get to is RDA. RDA had when he did the Robbie Lawler fight, and he had that like 50 punch combo, and like he was, I'm going to be more volume because I got less weight on me. I got good cardio.
Yep.
I'm just going to come out here just like a fucking machine gun, just like, And Colby and Usman, I don't know if it's their pressure, but like he couldn't do that kind of style. And even like when he had the opportunity, he'd be flat-footed throwing shots and then get pushed up against the cage again.
Do you think
he wasn't like light on the feet, staying away from the cage? Like he had 2 fights for 50 minutes combined with the 2 fights of where the same thing happened, where he didn't circle away from the cage, didn't get on the he should be the smaller, more cardio, friendly guy, and he should be able to circle away, and he kind of got pushed up against the cage, and it's like.
But do you think that's the book that's written on RDA? Because a lot of the fights that he loses are the fights that he's moving backwards in. Like almost all of them.
You actually brought this up. I remember you bringing this point up. When he moves backwards,
he just gets pieced up. Like watch him versus Eddie Alvarez. Eddie Alvarez started to put the pressure on. He backed him up towards the cage. No movement from there. Can't move left or right for whatever reason. And he got pieced up. I thought, honestly, it wasn't so much RDA for this fight. RDA looking bad because I thought he looked better this fight than he did against Colby, which is, I mean, to your point, you say Usman's like 10 times better than Colby, but he looked better against.
I didn't say that today, but I will say it now. Yes, that is true.
but he looked better against Usman than he did against Colby. I thought he looked way better. I think Usman is just good. I thought he just fucking went in there and just did his fucking thing. He threw hands. He threw some wrestling in there. He did put himself in danger with jiu-jitsu, which I thought was shocking, to be honest. I didn't think he was going to get fucking swept at all with Kimuras, but RDA had some good. It was a good fight. I was entertained the entire time. Dude, you gotta give Usman like a gold star on that one. Give him a passing grade. I thought it was a good redemption fight for all the all the negativity towards his style of fighting in his last 2 or 3 fights. I liked it. I was all about it. And I'm that guy that like we talked about this. Like for the longest time I did not know how RDA would win all these fights, but I liked watching him win and fight. And it's the one time I'm thinking RDA is gonna win, he fucking gets starched. Not starched.
He was gonna win this?
I thought he was gonna win. I thought he was gonna win against Colby too. I mean, I was talking a ton of shit to you at the show because that's what I have to do because my boy Colby's fighting. But I thought he was gonna win. Like deep down in my brain, you know what I'm saying? My heart was saying Colby. Pissing me off. Man, it was good.
I lost that bet, and you actually thought you were gonna lose it too. So,
principle, my man. It was just I had to go with it.
Like my night would have been so much better. I probably wouldn't have lost my phone if I wasn't in a bad mood.
Wonderful memories. Are you guys gonna end up going to Milwaukee? By the way.
Yeah.
It's gonna happen. This motherfucker's gonna go to Milwaukee and go watch the UFC. You know what I'm gonna be doing? Not that. That's what I'm gonna be fucking doing.
He's gonna be yelling, "Butts down!
Butts down! Head up! Back straight!" Oh man. Okay, let's get it moving. Overall, I thought for a tough finale card, I thought it was a pretty good card. Like I'm not gonna lie, I'd give it for that category of fight an A. For an overall card, I'd probably give it like a B minus. I thought it was pretty good. I was happy with that one.
I agree.
Moving on, Saturday, the very next day in Austria, the land down under where the toilets flush the wrong direction and it's summer in the winter. Tuivasa and JDS. Another pretty solid card. I don't think we have time to talk about every single fight on the card, but there are a couple key fights that I want to talk about. Let's kind of skim through the prelims. Anyone there specifically you want to talk about? Keita Nakamura, Wilson Hayes, Alexei Kunchenko, Kai Kara France. Nope, that's a solid.
I mean,
no.
there's a little bit on everybody. I mean, Yushin Okami's just a weird.
He's been fighting for a long fucking time.
And like, how did you fight at 205? And then how did he's fought such good talent? Then he looks so bad here, and then like, I don't know what to say.
I mean, this is one of those situations where a Japanese fighter that was really big is no longer as big fighting in the new age of the UFC. But if you look at Yushin Okami's record, debuted in 2002. Holy fuck, that's a long... And the names. The names he's got on here, Brian Foster.
I mean, he's beat your boy Chael Sonnen, right?
Nick Thompson. He did not beat Chael Sonnen. He lost to Chael Sonnen. Anderson Silva.
Did he beat Chael Sonnen?
No, he lost decision. Jake Shields. Alan Belcher. Caleb Starnes. Mike Swick. Rich Franklin. Jason McDonald.
What's
Evan
wrong with
Tanner.
Caleb Starnes?
Huh?
What's wrong with Caleb Starnes?
Caleb, you don't remember Caleb Starnes?
Caleb Starnes, like 6'5" or something like.
Caleb Starnes is the guy that ran away from Nate Corey the entire time, to where Nate Corey was doing this one.
Yeah,
That guy.
I remember that.
He beat Evan Tanner, Dean Lister, fought Chael Sonnen, Mark Munoz, Nate Marquardt, Anderson Silva, Tim Boach, Alan Belcher again, Hector Lombard, Jacare, David Branch, John Fitch, Hyuta Sakurai, fucking who else? OSP, Diego Lima.
Dude,
that is a fucking crazy record. That is a crazy fucking record. But he did. Yushin of old is no longer here. It's unfortunate. I don't know. I mean, he's not taking crazy damage, but I feel like he's just not as effective as he used to be. He doesn't know how to use his size, or maybe he can't because of the weight cut. I don't know what's going on, but it's definitely not what I would be expecting from him. You know, especially facing a newcomer to the UFC with as much experience as he got. Anyway. Anything else that you want to touch on as far as the prelims go? Because I'm ready to talk about.
Let's go ahead.
Sadiq.
Well, let's talk about the next. They were saying the next.
Dude, that was a fucking great fight. Him and Paul Craig.
Good scrambles.
It was a lot of good scrambles. I thought there was a lot of opportunities to finish.
We also gotta preface this.
Yes.
Paul Craig did get. By blank.
No, I don't know who. I remember he's like the man bear pig or something. That's his nickname. That's all I know. And he's Scottish. The Bear Jew. His fucking nickname is the Bear Jew. Who did he get submitted by? TYSON Pedro. No, he got TKO'd.
No, he submitted him, I think.
No, he got TKO elbows. Oh man.
Well,
so that means
Pedro was.
So that means Paul Craig really sucks.
No, Pedro was threatening the submissions. So we're gonna eventually get there, but there's probably some TYSON Pedro talk.
Oh man. Well, anyway, Jimmy Crute,
yes, is
It was a great fight. I thought it was very entertaining. I thought there was a lot of opportunities for Paul Craig to win, a lot of opportunities for Jimmy Crute to win.
We'll say this: Jimmy Crute, unlike TYSON Pedro, seems. I mean, TYSON Pedro is well-rounded, but he has a good fight plan. He had a good. I think what he was doing seemed.
I think he has a better understanding of what to do when.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like what to do when you're in this situation. What to do when this happens.
Yes.
Like he's got a better overall fight IQ. TYSON Pedro kind of flies by the seat of his pants.
Kind of gets by with.
Isn't that a weird
talent.
saying? Isn't that a weird saying? Fly by the seat of your pants.
Yeah.
Never understood it, but that's the way it is. Anyway, I thought it was a great fight. I loved it. I was all about it. A lot of transitions for big guys too. It was good.
Did you see the Kimura at the end? It's almost like he Kimura'd him, and then he also wrist locked him.
I didn't see the wrist lock. I got to go back and watch, but I did see him put the arm behind the back.
Well, like the wrist went like that against the canvas.
Oh no, he kind of lifted him and then dropped him back down. Yeah, I remember that. Kind
of like a wrist lock and a.
Yeah, it was good. Dude, he looked good. And he's didn't do bad on the mic either. He didn't do too bad. It was a good debut. It was a debut, right?
UFC debut. He was a Contender Series again. Like
the
the
Contender Series, man. That show is doing some great shit, man. I swear.
Like if it wasn't for the Contender Series, I would be just screaming on top of your roof right now to keep the Ultimate Fighter. But because I'd just be yelling at your random neighbors. God damn it! Watch Ultimate Fighter.
I'm all
10 o'clock on Wednesdays.
10 o'clock on Wednesdays.
That's one, damn it.
Literally the only reason why we switched the schedule is because Mike wanted to watch it. Just kidding. Nobody watches that. Anyway, Jimmy Crute looked good. Yeah. Jimmy Crute looked really good. But dude, the real story, Sadiq. Again,
Contender Series, dude.
Fuck, man, he looked so good. So first of all, coming into the match, right? I don't know who the fuck this guy is. I didn't see his Contender Series match, but they said he was on a Contender Series. I'm like, okay, he was on a Contender Series. He probably had a emphatic win, a dramatic win. Something big happened, and they're putting him here on the main card. So this guy probably has something going on. Good God. Good God. First off, jacked as fuck for 145. I don't understand how his legs and his ass fit inside those fucking shorts. Ridiculous, right? Number one. Number two, look good on the outside, striking distance. Look good in the clinch.
Why are the Nigerian guys so scary?
I don't know, man. They fucking are. They all are. It's terrifying. They're people fucking made for war. Like, it makes me very, very scared. Very scared.
I won't disagree with you. Usman's
fucking
and fucking
terrifying.
Sadiq.
Sadiq.
Yeah.
Stylebender. Isn't he Nigerian too? I want to say 99% sure.
He's like Guinea or like
no.
He's lives somewhere close to Australia.
No, his family moved.
Oh,
dude, I want to say he's fucking Nigerian too. Anyway, regardless, dude. Oh my God, the power! Like there was legit terrifying power when he was throwing his hands. Like he was. I don't understand how his opponent, Saman Mokhtarian, I don't understand how he fucking would not go down. He got hit hard.
Yeah, several times.
He got hit hard, and I think maybe it might have been a little bit of an early stoppage. I don't know this kid's background, but when they did stop the fight, he looked very clear-eyed. He looked like he could have kept going. But man, how many more of those shots could you take? Really, you know?
Well, this Sumar guy who's Australian, he was on the
like 10 seasons ago.
No. This was like whatever it was. He was on it.
Really?
It was about 2 or 3 years ago. And he was a jiu-jitsu dude.
Really?
Yes. He's supposed to be like a jiu-jitsu wizard. And he never... and so when he went on the show, he was...
Was he one of those guys that has good jiu-jitsu but refuses to use their jiu-jitsu?
That's what I'm getting at. So he was injured on the show. And when he fought injured. And when he fought the guy, he just brawled. I was like, oh, he can't take the guy down because he's got an injured knee. He just brawls. Comes along, he goes on the main event, fucking home country. Same shit, brawling and not using no jiu-jitsu. And this dude's Sadiq. When you saw him on Dana White,
I'm gonna have to go watch that fight, by the way.
You should see the Sadiq fight on Dana White.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I have to go back and watch it.
He is as scary, if not scarier, in that fight.
That's crazy. I'm all about it. Hey man, listen. The fight looked good. The kid's look is great. He has the ability to speak on the mic fucking fine. The story afterwards about his brother passing away the week before and him bawling on the treadmill. Fuck, dude. And afterwards, all right, we lost one on the way here, but I'm going to take care of mine. I've got you guys. I'm going to go ahead and make it for you. Oh my God, he's got a good story. Are you fucking kidding me? This guy's he's meant for fucking to get to that next level. He's got almost the whole package. We got to see him I don't know what his ground game is like, but we got to see the rest of it. I'm fucking pumped. I don't think he took any damage. If he's ready, throw him in another fucking fight. Let's get him out there. I want to see him again. God damn, I got so pumped after watching that fight. I was like, God damn, find another one of my guys.
So we're moving on to the artist formerly known as Tony Martin.
Yes, a little confused off of that. I mean, whatever, I guess it's his legal name, but definitely a little confused. I was like, Tony Martin versus Jake Matthews is gonna be great, and then they have Anthony Rocco Martin. I was like, what the fuck is this? Did a double take. He's got mutton chops. Yep, still looks like Tony Martin. And yeah, I mean, it was a great fight, but I just don't understand the name.
Yeah. Why did he change? Because
something about his mom giving him the name Rocco.
Yeah,
I don't know.
But I knew the name Tony Martin, and he has kind of like the chops. He's kind of a similar name.
Yep.
Or similar. He's got a particular look.
But yeah.
But I was like, okay, he's fighting Jake Matthews, and
I knew
the odds are pretty even. I want to look at his record. I'm like, whoa,
First of all, let me point this out.
Why would you change your name when you have such a good? You're on the edge of the rankings.
Yeah, no, I see what you're saying. Yeah,
it's
I see what you're saying.
You have your first hit song and you want to change the band's name. No, just keep it as is.
Maybe now would be the perfect time though. Yeah. Really, I mean, if you think about it, because he hasn't really broken through Do you think?
He's
I mean,
like he's got a lot of good wins.
I mean, like you and I know.
Yeah.
I think a lot of people like you and I know, but like he's not like into the masses type situation. And people like you and I, we're gonna laugh about the name change.
Yeah.
I don't know. Either way, I thought that was gonna be fight of the night, and fuck, it was great. He got dropped. Tony Martin did. Rocco Martin did. Got dropped. They were throwing that. They were literally fucking throwing.
It was a stand and bang moment.
Oh fuck yeah! It was definitely Max Holloway. What's his name? Ricardo Lamas moment. Point to the ground. Let's just fucking throw. It was great. And then in the second round, was it the second or the third?
Second.
Was it the second? I don't
know.
know.
No, it's the third.
Third. Back and forth in the second. The low kicks were coming into play in the second round. Come the third round, low kids were definitely a thing. Man.
Well, he couldn't, like, after Matthews got choked out, got back up, sat on the stool, and then he had to be helped
by his dad.
Yeah, because of the kicks. Like,
those kicks are crazy. And this is one of those things that I absolutely love about MMA. Like, you get these little things, these techniques that come out of nowhere, and they just change the fucking game. Like, 4 years ago, who would have thrown those kicks? Think about it. No one. No one was throwing that shit. And then now, a lot of people are using it and ending fights with those fucking kicks. It's crazy. It's fucking crazy.
Also, I'm going to back up a little bit here.
Back it up.
Yeah,
back
I'm
it up.
going way back.
What you got?
So, DJ beat Henry Cejudo. I know that. Twice. But everybody forgets that Cejudo had that weird thing in the first round where it looked like he stepped on his.
Yeah, that was off a low calf kick.
Yeah, it's from. He admitted this. You can't when you lose nerves in your leg, and then you step wrong, and you twist your own ankle.
Let's take it way back. Michael Chandler versus Brent Primus.
Yep.
I think that was the same situation. Low calf kick. And that one was bad because his foot would not come back.
Then he kept fighting, and his foot was just like dangling there the whole time.
And then they pulled the stool out from underneath him, and he fell on his ass. Oh, I forgot. No. Oh shit, that was good. Oh man, dude, listen. Tony Martin looked great, and then he went. He hit another low calf kick in the third round, dropped Jake Matthews, or he went for a shot, but really he got dropped. He goes to take the back. Can't sink in the hooks completely. Transitions from the back to an anaconda choke. It was fucking beautiful. Puts Jake Matthews to sleep. Jake Matthews is no fucking joke. That kid is tough, especially coming up to 170. It was a great win. I thought it was a fucking signature win for Rocco Martin.
He wants the 165 division.
Yeah,
based around him, he's like.
I like that too. I like how he said that.
He's like George Clooney. He's like get the cast and then base it around me,
the George Clooney of MMA.
He's like Brad Pitt. Like he's the lead star in the 165 division. Like he would.
Hey, dude, I did not mind that whole post fight speech. I liked the whole thing. It was great. I think he is a perfect picture of one of those guys that fits right there because he's not small for 170. He's definitely big for 155, right? But he's like, if you went to 165, that would be.
Perry's good.
Mike Perry, absolutely. Yeah. Mike Perry would be a great pick at 165.
If we're going to design a division around anybody, it's going to be Mike Perry.
Mike Perry versus Rocco Martin for the championship. That's what you need to do. Yeah. Fuck everyone else.
Cool.
Cowboy. Ooh, that'd be a good one. Nate Diaz. Ooh, that'd be a good one. Yeah, but he's fought up to 170. And he's like 6'2" or 6'3" at 150. That's fucking like huge. Foot. No.
Diaz is only.
Bro, he's taller than that. He has to be. Anyway, let's fucking. You look that up. I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna fucking keep going on this fucking card. We're gonna get delayed here. Let's go on up. I mean, Justin Williams versus Mark Hunt. What's there to say? Mark Hunt has been around a long time. He's like got a 500 record.
6 foot.
That's a lie. That's definitely a lie. He's 13-14 with like 1 no contest and 1 draw. Yeah, man. Like, he's 42, 43.
Who's that?
Mark Hunt?
Oh, yes. Mm-hmm.
Like something like that. I mean, like,
it was an odd fight.
He just didn't look like he's 44. He didn't look like he wanted to be out there at all. Like, He just did not look like he was into the fight. He kept on following Justin Willis, and Willis just packed away at him the entire time. Jab, jab,
he
jab,
had
cross.
to look like I gotta chase you down. Like
Yeah. No cutting off of the cage.
yeah.
No throwing the left hand to avoid him moving the left. Nothing. It was just completely lackluster. I mean, I think honestly what it is, it's he's 44. He's had a lot of fights. He's had those situations to where he lost to guys who used performance enhancing drugs.
Mm-hmm.
He's in the middle of the lawsuit. I think he's just over it. I think that's the only way to look at it, which is unfortunate, especially for his last fight on this contract. I think he's done. But yeah, man. Justin Willis, nothing against that guy. Smart game plan. I wouldn't want to get hit by Mark Hunt.
Yeah.
Gotta give it to him. Shogun Hoa versus TYSON Pedro. Oh yeah. I'm gonna hand this one off to you, bud.
Really? I was gonna let you have the floor.
I'm gonna hand it off to you. Talk to me about your boy, TYSON Pedro. What's going on with it, man? Like,
I'm really not in communication with him after I jumped off his hype train. I was all about TYSON Pedro for a while, and then
he's got the look. He's got the look. He's got skills. He doesn't have. It's not as if he doesn't have skills. Like, he's got decent striking. He's got decent submission game. I just don't think he has it up here, like, at all. I think he has like that. His low fight IQ. I don't know what it is. Or maybe he just fucking once the lights turn on, he just loses it all. I don't know.
Hold up. Okay, I'll defend him. He just. So the points you're making about the low IQ aren't wrong per se, but I think you're a little bit hyperbolic about it because he didn't do like one like the class. Well, I guess he did kind of with classic knock him down and like jump on top of him and not finish. There's some classic like IQ things. He did a little things here and there, but I can't say that deal breaker with him.
He's young.
I mean, he's still young.
He's super young, and he doesn't have.
Those are more of like young. I mean, what's his record like?
Okay, so he's 27, kind of young, and he's 7-3.
Yeah, he's less than 10 fights. So
he beats Paul Craig, loses to Ilir Latifi, beats Saparbek Sarafov in that Kimura. That guy was brought in to fucking lose. Let's be real. Do you remember that guy? Some fucking fat slob with the neck beard. He fucking Kimura the fuck out of that guy. And then loses to OSP, a legit guy. Somewhat legit, kind of weird legit. And then loses to Shogun.
Bad losses. OSP, Shogun, and Latif.
Yeah, but the OSP fight, I feel like he was doing fine. And then he just fucking does dumb shit.
But yeah, I understand what you're saying. I just think he's young. He can turn it around. And
Maybe. I don't know.
And also, my whole hype of TYSON Pedro was based upon the fact that John Jones was never going to fight again. He was going to get a 4-year suspension, and he was never going to fight again. So now that John Jones is coming back,
I like this hat. Oh fuck! I don't know, man. I will say this: I think Shogun looked pretty good too. Like, all joking aside, he looked pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, if his body, he looked good.
Like, his striking looked pretty good.
Yeah.
The headbutt was the only thing that hurt.
Why
him.
doesn't he go to 185?
I don't know. I was thinking the exact same thing. Like, looking at those ridiculously tiny Valetudo shorts that are fucking barely covering him. I was thinking to myself, I'm like, those are middleweight shorts, like, the entire time. And I was thinking, why wouldn't he go down 185? I don't know. But he looked good. I mean, aside from the headbutt, like, he didn't look bad at all. Like, that was the only time that he looked like he was in trouble. The striking was not losing the striking exchanges on the ground.
Which I mean,
he was winning the striking or the ground exchanges too.
Excuse me. Another to your point, the IQ, like, he headbutts the motherfucker, and then Shogun was on fucking ice on top of an ice ring on top of a moving platform. Like, what he was doing was like ridiculous. It was bad. He should, and TYSON should just bopped him right in the face and ended it right there.
Standing hammer
like bop and just finished it just like that. But
yeah, man. I don't know. I don't know. Hey, listen, for me personally, like aside from me making fun of you because of the whole Tyson Pedro thing, it was a good win. I love watching Shogun succeed. He's a pride guy. And he's one of those guys that, like, when have you ever heard anyone say something negative about Shogun? He's always fucking nice. And he's a bad motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I'm super happy that he won that fight. Hopefully he stops fighting soon because, I mean, I don't even know. Let me take that back. I don't even know.
He's not even young. He's not even old.
No, he's not. He's like
34.
36 or something like that. Something crazy. I feel like I've been watching him fight for 50 years. He's 37. He's 37. I don't know, man. It was good. It was good to see him win. Tai Tuivasa versus Junior Dos Santos. I think the best thing about Tai Tuivasa
is it the tattoos that give you the IQ problem? Is it those hip head tattoos? Like the hip tattoos?
No. I think the best thing about Tai Tuivasa is also the worst thing. And here's what I mean by that. He's got heart and a chin and aggression. But that heart, chin, and aggression got him in trouble in this fight. Like, it was helping him a lot, but it also was what got him in trouble and ended up getting fucking... He got hit hard, and for him not to go to sleep, fucking impressive. But I thought he did well. I thought he was going to win the fight up until, like, he lost. Well, I thought he would have won unless unless he fucking lost.
I thought he was going to finish JDS in the first round.
I thought it was close in the first. Towards the end of the first, you can kind of see Tai Tuivasa taking it away, but I thought it was pretty close, and it could have gone either way. The second round, the kick started coming into play big time. I think he dropped JDS with a kick, didn't he? Yeah. It was the same low calf kicks, and then I don't know what happened. I thought he had him on queer seat. I thought I had him on the fence. I thought he was gonna finish him off. He lunges in. JDS, dude, you got to give it to the man. The guy still has fast hands, still has knockout power, and he has good technical boxing. Mm-hmm. Like, that was pretty impressive. He clips him a couple times, rocks him, turns him around somehow, rocks him again, and then fucking clips him on the way down. It was like a 3 or 4 punch combination, and Tai Tuivasa goes down, gets mounted, and he throws punches from the bottom mount. The bottom mount.
And he was all like, what? Like... I'm fighting back.
I was intelligently defending myself. Oh, fuck. Tai Tuivasa, a young kid. I think he's like early, mid-20s, right? Let's take a look. He's 25. Dude, he is a baby in the heavyweight division. I think there's plenty of time for him to come back. It's not a big deal. He got a huge pop in Australia. Everyone fucking loves him. I don't think there's a single person that does not like Tai Tuivasa or JDS. Both of the guys are extremely fucking likable. So regardless, I think Tai Tuivasa is going to be fine. And JDS, how can you not like the guy? He's fucking so nice. He's so nice, and he's always smiling, and he's always fucking making jokes. I fucking love the guy. I love the guy.
Yeah.
Question is, like, who does he fight next? He's been around forever.
I got a easy one.
Who?
I mean, not Blades. Johnny.
Have they fought?
No, they haven't fought. That's the easiest one right there.
That's fucking good.
That's
think
the
about
fight
that.
to make, bro. Come on now.
And you know what? Now that I think about it, Ngannou was calling him out too, right?
No, Ngannou called out over him. We don't need to.
No. Ngannou didn't call out.
Yeah, I think you're right. He might have called out.
That is a good fight to make, man. That's good. I like it. Any other final thoughts on the Australia card? And we're gonna real quickly touch on next week's pay-per-view. We're not gonna dive in though.
No, it was a great card. It wasn't as good as the Ultimate Fighter card, but it was pretty good.
Well, you thought the Ultimate Fighter card was better?
Well, I mean, like, top to bottom, like the main event of Saturday's card was better, but top to bottom, the prelims and the.
All right. So let's move it on. Let's go ahead and see what we got over here as far as UFC 231, Brian Ortega versus Max Holloway. One fight to watch for. Aside from the main event. What is the one fight that you would keep your eyes on?
Okay, hold up now.
Come on now.
Okay, we are here. The fight to watch for.
I'm gonna tell you mine first. I've got to tell you mine first. Jimmy Manuwa, Thiago Santos. Bro, that is gonna be fire.
That's a good call.
That's guaranteed knockout. Either direction. It has to be a knockout. I don't see that.
You okay? So I'm gonna go two. I'm gonna go two. Two quick ones. So these could be two boring ones.
Wow.
But Olivier Aubin-Mercier versus Gilbert Burns.
Mercier.
It will be a great grappling match. This match would be tweet of the week if we still did tweet of the week. Eric Anders versus Elias Theodorou.
Yeah.
So I forget how it went, but I forget how the back and forth went. But basically, the Eric Anders ended it by saying, "Because of you, Elias, we're on the prelims, and I'm not."
Oh
on the main card."
yeah. I remember that Twitter back and forth, that Twitter battle.
So
Pretty
which
good.
is like Elias is a ranked middleweight, and he fights on Fight Pass prelims. Because he's so boring of a fighter.
It just his style of fighting is so strange and awkward, and I just don't understand how he
Flippy
wins.
kicks and hairdos, and
It's very strange. It's very strange. Also, he is a what is it? A ring boy.
A ring boy, yeah.
Ring boy for Invicta. Very strange. Very strange. I don't get it. That's not bad picks. Those aren't bad picks. But
I'm not saying they're gonna be like as good as Manuel, fucking Santos, but
dude, Chad the Priest, Diego Lima, that could be pretty good. That could be pretty good. Kyle Bochniak, that kid, the Batman foot. Hakeem Dawood, I don't even know who Hakeem is, but I know Kyle Bochniak. Gunnar Nelson, Alex Oliveira, that's gonna be pretty fucking solid. And then we got the championship. Let's talk about real quick. Let's just throw your pick out there. Don't even give me an explanation. Valentin Shevchenko, Joanna Jędrzejczyk.
obviously fucking AK.
All right. Max Holloway, Brian Ortega.
You gotta ride it until the wheels. I've been riding. You know me. I like T City. I've been riding T City he's been my boy for a while. I'm gonna keep riding it.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna go with Max. I think Max is gonna take it, win, and then move up, vacate the belt. It's gonna be a good weekend of fights. If you get a chance, go watch them. I know it's pay per view. Do we have another fight the week after that? I think fights every weekend until the end of the year, right? Mm-hmm. Goddamn, December, month of fights. Anything else for the people? Michael Bauman.
Not in the moment.
Not mine. Yeah, we'll catch it next Sunday, unless Mike has plans to go hunting or something like that. But we'll catch you next Sunday for another episode of Street Grappler 2. For Mike, for me, Ruben, at Street Grappler 2, we are out. Peace.